Alright, it's day number 87 probably of my talk in front of the camera, trying to enhance my ability to speak English and just improve my colloquial English. And today I have to tell about several things before I get started, because first of all, I found a bunch of questions concerning IELTS speaking test, because the last time, I don't know how, probably by chance, I misclicked and opened a wrong site, a wrong website to look for those questions, and it was site with not really wide range of topics to talk about, and I thought that I ran out of those topics, but I have a lot. So I will be able to definitely to finish my 100 days challenge, and also I want to continue, and I will be able to continue with IELTS questions. However, I would like to try something another, because I feel that I just got used for those questions, and it doesn't feel as something not really hard, because I'm still struggling to answer properly, but I just got used, and I don't know, I'd like just for a change to try something new. Also, alright, no mind. And what I want to say, yeah, I returned home as we see, but it's not for a long time, because tomorrow I have flight to Poland, and I will be there for 4 days, and I hope I won't abandon with this challenge during that time, because I will be with friends. I won't really have a convenient place to record those videos, so probably it will be kind of short videos or something like this. So we will see, but today I'm going to talk about science, and I don't know why I have a bunch of questions. Usually in the first part I have 4 to 5 questions, but today I do have 6. um, Also part 2 and part 3, 5 questions. All right, let's get started. So, do you like science? Yes, I can say that I definitely enjoy science, because I like to read about different researches, to learn about varied topics, and usually, like, science provide with an opportunity to learn about it, and to be aware better about some useful habits for your health, for example, or something like this. So, when did you start learning about science? Um, to be honest, I don't really think that long ago. I remember when I found a question, not a question, a channel, a YouTube channel, like and it was a channel when a guy told about different kind of problems, about severity of those problems, that people still underestimate those problems, and I really got inspired, and started even learn something. I even have an application, by the way, on my phone, when I can read, like, to that I can open and read only in English, and recently I abandoned with that application because I forgot about it. But several days ago, I finished a book. I was reading a book about outliers. The story of success, pretty interesting book, by the way. And I didn't start to read anything else new, so I decided to read something in English, and that application provides with an ability to read something, and usually there are different researches or surveys, pretty useful to be aware about some things. So I can say that I started to learn about it like year and a half ago, like this period of time, probably a year ago, like this. Yeah. Alright, which science subject do you find the most interesting? Biological, chemistry, physics? Mm, to be honest, I can't even say that it's really related to subjects. Because, for example, I'm interested in biology if it's related to my muscles, how to grow, how to rest, what kind of things are better to do, are better to avoid, and at the same time, I'm interested in several more things, but usually it's probably biology. If we're talking about some stuff like health, like uh, what should we do for the sake, uh, I don't remember, just for our health. So yeah, like biology is probably one of those things that I'm studying about. But I don't know, I have never thought even like the information, like different researchers that I was reading, I didn't even think is this related to which subject. So I don't know, because it's usually those topics vary greatly, and I have no one specific subject that is related to those researches. All right. Have you ever done anything interesting related to science? Um, I don't really think so because I have never tried to do something in this area. I was only reading about it, and no, I don't really think that I had some unique or interesting experience related to science that I could talk about. So let's move on. Do you like watching science program on TV or YouTube? Um, to be honest, I was enjoying to do it when I was a child. I had some channels on my TV about science, and it was pretty interesting to read about it from time to time. Not read, to watch it from time to time. But then I abandoned with that because I, of course, prefer to watch cartoons. So probably, yeah, I definitely watch something from time to time, but not really a lot. Because wait, I can say that it's a science program because it's just science channels when one guy talks about something. Yeah, so I can definitely say that I watched some on YouTube, and it's pretty interesting for me. So in my childhood, for example, I watched on TV. Today, I watch on YouTube, and I continue learning about it because it's really interesting for me, and I'm kind of curious to know more about different stuff, different like tips that are able to affect me positively somehow. So I do watch it on YouTube. All right. Do people in your country often visit science museums? I don't know. It's kind of a pretty strange question because science museums probably not really a lot, since in my case I don't enjoy visiting museums. I can't. All right. There's always a got interrupted, so I just can note that it's not something ubiquitous in my country to visit museums. Like, a bunch of people do this, but I don't notice it because I'm not interested in that. And I don't know, like science museums, it sounds like something boring, but to be honest, it might be captivating. I don't know. I have never visited it, and therefore I don't know about people who probably visit it or no. So I don't really know, to be honest. But I don't. Just in my opinion, my personal opinion, I don't really think that there are a lot of people who are interested. Like, some people definitely visit it, but not that much. All right, let's move on. Part two, and Describe a science-related topic that you're interested in. You should say what it is, how you learned about it, why it interests you, and explain how it has affected your thinking or daily life. Alright, I'm going to talk about sleep deprivation. It's a topic that I have learned pretty recently. I even wanted to record a video about it, but I abandoned with that idea because I needed to learn about a bunch of texts that I didn't have time and, to be honest, desire to learn about it. So I just uploaded this information in Medium. There's an application to share with your thoughts, to read something. And by the way, it's one more application that I'm using to read in English, especially about science researchers or researchers. So I was studying about sleep deprivation because it was really useful to me and it was really interesting to me. I needed to know about sleep time, what time is better to sleep, how many hours you should sleep, and what kind of consequences you can face if you won't sleep enough. Uh, I learned a bunch and I would share with this information, but like the most important is to sleep from 7 to 9 hours every night, because if you don't have like this amount of hours, if you're sleeping 5 4 6 hours regularly, it affects your productivity. You kind of more lazy during the day. You have not that efficient. You can't be that effective and or efficient. Finish. All right, and it also affects your brain function. It becomes slower and you can't make decisions properly. It's hard to focus during the day, and also it leads to some diseases such as obesity or like I don't really remember uh, about whole spectrum of diseases that you can face, like mm, restricted yourself, like having fuck, how just goes, I just don't remember words, bro. uh insufficient nah yeah, when you have insufficient sleep, it leads to, not necessarily, but sometimes it leads to some issues, some problems with your life, with your health, and I just don't remember about all of them. So it affected me not really a lot because I've already have like insight into this topic, and I realized that it's important, and for growing muscles, for good restorative sleep, I need to have, for example, in my case, it's about 8 to 9 hours. If I'm sleeping for 7 hours, I'm really tired, I have no strength during the day, and it's bad for me. So I just internalized that information better, and I have better awareness about some consequences that you can face just neglecting of your sleeping. Like, all right, let's move on and let's talk more about science and society. How has science changed the way we live? Mm, it's a very good question, to be honest. I guess that first of all, science affected on our health because several decades, not several centuries ago, like people had really shorter uh, lifespan, and it's because of medicine, because of lack of medicine, and because of lack of science. But nowadays, uh, science learn about different kind of things to provide us with useful tips to care about our health better. So nowadays we're able at least to choose what way we wanted to choose in this life, because you are able to smoke or not to smoke, and science proved that like research has found that it's like extremely harmful for your health, but a bunch of people don't care about it. So there are some people who don't pay attention to those researches and just continue doing some things that they enjoy to do. But on the other hand, like for me, it's pretty interesting and captivating to be aware about some harmful habits that I should avoid. So science affected on some group of peoples in this life who want to live better and to avoid impending problems with their life. Alright, should children be encouraged to study science? I don't know, because science, it's something that probably will be boring for children to learn. So I don't really think that they must be forced and encouraged. Probably, if it's possible to encourage them somehow, it will be good, because they would get some knowledge about their lives, some basic pillar of health, for example. And it will be, of course, useful and pretty well, but we should realize that kids not really interested in this, and they won't have uh, any desire to learn about it, more likely. So I don't think that it's something necessary for kids, to be honest. Alright, what are the benefits and changes of scientific researchers? Challenges. Oh, not changes. What are the benefits and challenges of scientific research? Um, as I'm talking during whole my video, science help us with awareness about useful and harmful habits, about advantages and disadvantages of different kind of stuff that we used to that we got used to use, or that we would like to try, and just help us to prevent, or yeah, just help us to prevent with some potential problems. So it's a kind of about benefits. It's better for our life, for our health, for example, and generally about awareness of some group of people who got used to do some things, because, for example, there are some drugs that change your mindset and your brain, and due to science we're aware about it, and we know that we shouldn't deal with those people. However, it's obviously, but anyways, like science proved it. And about challenges, I don't know. I guess it's just hard, for example, um, to gather different groups of people for this research, for something that they would like to do. Also, if it doesn't relate it to people, to groups of people, anyway, it requires a bunch of money, and someone has to allocate some funds for this. And sometimes there are some companies who would like to buy a research, like their product is useful, however it isn't. it isn't it. So it's probably about challenges, like sometimes science can be wrong because of corruption, and it usually costs some money, and I even heard an opinion that some useful scientific research wasn't shown for us just because it wasn't nobody was interested in this, like concerning government and other investors, and it just, like, they just left it unnoticeable, you know. I just don't remember this word exists or no, and what kind of the same words we could find. I could find. Right. I don't even remember what word I have just said. So alright, let's move on. Do you think governments should spend more money on science? There's a problem. I don't know how much money do they spend for science, but in general, I guess that it's a good investigation. Investigation, or let me check. I'm just not sure about it. Investment. It's investment.
Investment.
Yeah, it's investment. So it's a good investment for government, but governments isn't always interested in this because usually science is able to prove something that government wouldn't like to share with others because it's related to businesses, it's related to earning money, and for example, they wouldn't like to invest in I don't know, in research when someone can prove that some pills, for example, isn't necessary to use when you are sick, and it's not really useful because based on those pills that people buy, economy also continue working, and like government because of this, government don't want to uh, broaden system of taxes, of money that they are getting through selling that stuff. So they probably are not really interested, but generally, in my opinion, I guess that government really should invest more because science is very important, and um, it provides us with yeah, I said about it a lot of times, but it provides us with a lot of useful tips for our health, and it's very important for each person. All right, how do you think science will develop in the next 20 years? Oh my god, almost each question I answered today, like, I don't know, because I don't know how science develops today. Each time they're prove something, they're found some, they're like looking for something, and as a result they find something. Each time, like, we can see that the science found that, the science found this, and I don't know, like, they just continue with founding with finding something and nothing else. Like, I don't really know because it's the hard question. Probably I could say how the science changed over the past 20 years. However, anyway, it's hard because I'm not I didn't really follow, observe how did it work, how is this working concerning development, and how it's gonna work in the future. So my answer is I don't know. I have no idea at all. So that's all for today. 25 minutes video. I don't know why is it so long. I would like to avoid such long videos, but on the other hand, it's kind of cool because I'm speaking more, but I have a bunch of moments. I noticed that I have a bunch of moments when I want to say something, but my actual vocabulary don't allow to say it, so I have to look for this word in my mind, translate something, and oh my god, I really hate it. So I have to work more with my actual vocabulary, I guess. Yeah. All right, that's all for today. Thanks to someone who watched it, and see you next time.